Hey guys! So today I wanted to take a quick minute to jump on here and talk about depression. Surely I'm not the only mom that deals with that. So I take medicine. I have been on medicine off and on since 1997. So for 20 years now. I recently just found out that the particular medicine I was on may, because I'm not a doctor, but may have been why I'm not able to lose weight, no matter how healthy I eat or how many times I go to the gym or how hard I work out at the gym. So there's that. Let's talk about ways that we can help ourselves get out of our funks. Are just some days that no matter what type of self-care you do, you're still feeling lost. It's hard to explain. Saddened. Definitely anything that has to do with anti-joy. So anyway, this is a really hard subject to talk about. I think it's a really important subject to talk about. But it's really hard because everybody has their own opinions. Everyone has their own journey to go on. So I encourage you definitely to, instead of judging and tearing each other down, to maybe try lifting each other up. Or instead of sitting from afar and making comments on someone's life, to just realize that at any point this could be you, or you could be in their situation. Well, let's be real, it still hurts, but I finally have come to accept that, look, I'm just not everyone's cup of tea. Maybe I'm a hot cocoa and not tea at all, and that person likes tea. And that's okay. So what's the solution? There really isn't a solution. There's conversations to be had. There's grace to be given. There's taking 10 minutes out of your day just to send a text, hey, I'm thinking about you, hope you're having a great day. There's, for me as the depressive person, or being the person that gets depressed, those things go a long, long way. And I try to be that for everyone, but there tends to be many times in my life that I overextend and give and give and give, and then my tank is empty and I have nothing else to give. And then a lot of people tend to, and then at that point you find yourself with people who are like, well, what happened to you? You know, what's your problem? Well, you know, sometimes you just come to the end of your rope. So here's a couple things that I do. Most recently, in the last few years, it definitely has been expanding my mind. And I had a video on that a couple of weeks ago, just reading in general. And not definitely read for pleasure, but also read to grow, to because the more I've been reading the last few years, consistently, like every month, one or two or even more books, the more perspective I have of the world. So that's been very helpful for me. Number two has been eating healthier. I know this is so hard. Obviously, with my weight issues, I've struggled with eating healthy for a long time. But it doesn't have to be like this huge thing. Just stop eating all the carbs in the world. It can be just one thing for 21 days. Like, I don't know, giving up soda. That's just an example. That's not what I'm like telling you need to do. And just for 21 days, that's the only thing you concentrate on. No soda, no soda, no soda, no soda. This year I've given up sweet tea, which was really hard for me. I love me some sugar, and when I got used to it being liquidized sugar, it's all I wanted and it's all I craved. So anyway, eating healthy. What else? One of the things obviously that I do is to make sure that every day I get up and I get dressed. Okay, let's be real. It's not every day. It's 6 days out of the week. I always get up and get dressed and do even just a tiny bit of makeup. And some days, it's just mascara and lip gloss, and I just brush my eyebrows out. So just presenting yourself or making yourself feel better by taking care of yourself physically, that's my third tip. So I would love to have a conversation with you about being depressed. Today's a really good day for me to talk about this because I have no idea what I ingested, but I am an early bed person normally, and I was up wide awake till after midnight last night. And then I get in bed and for another 2 hours, I couldn't go to sleep. So I didn't have any pressure on me. I don't have any worries. I mean, okay, we all have worries, but I didn't have anything specific that I was like really upset about. I just was wide awake. So I'm like super tired today and grumpy. It was a struggle today to stay positive for the people in my life or the people that I touched today. Okay, so also the other thing that I've got going on is now that I know that this medicine that I've been on for 8 years straight, which worked wonders, and I have been so happy. Some of my best years have been over the last 8 years of my whole life. Now that I know, though, that health-wise it's keeping me very obese, then I'm switching medicines. So that's kind of affecting how I'm feeling right now. So this is like a really good time to be talking about this subject. A couple of other suggestions would be to find some type of community that you feel safe in. Some type of group, whether it be like mom's group or a church group or volunteer group that you can make some friends with and you can like share your struggles with. And then last but not least, if you truly cannot pull yourself out of your funk, you might want to consider going and talking to somebody. There's a lot of therapists that will work on a sliding scale, or most companies have EAPs, which are employee assistance programs, and you'll at least get a few sessions for free per year. So those are definitely options for you as well. So I appreciate just spending this time with you guys each and every week, and we will not always hit heavy subjects like this. But just remember, you are 100% perfect the way you are right now, this moment. But you were never meant to stay that way. Keep growing, keep being better, and finding a better version of yourself. I will see you in my next